You know, so many of us wear the label perfectionist like it's some kind of badge of honor. We think it means we have these super high standards, that we're really disciplined, but today we're gonna pull that idea apart and really look at the high cost of constantly chasing perfection.
Wow, this one really gets me. This is from someone who actually lived it, and it's a feeling so many of us can relate to, right? That sense that you're doing something right, something that makes you better, only to find out way later that it's actually been the thing holding you back the whole time.
And there it is. That quote just cuts right to the heart of it. It's such a critical way to reframe this, moving perfectionism away from being some kind of positive trait and showing it for what it really is. This painful, nagging feeling that no matter what you do, it's just never quite enough.
Okay, so if it's not about being excellent, what is really driving this? What's going on underneath? Let's pull back the curtain and unmask what's really going on here. I want you to just pause for a second and really think about this. When you feel that pull, that need to get something just right, what's the emotion you're actually feeling? Is it excitement, or is it something else entirely?
And here's the twist. This is such a huge shift in perspective. We think perfectionism is gonna make us more productive, help us create better work, but what if its real job is to protect us, to be a kind of shield? Which begs the question, a shield against what? Well, the answer is all about our deepest fears. Perfectionism is really a defense mechanism. It's defending us against the fear of being judged, the fear of what people will think if we make a mistake, or, and this is the big one, the fear that we ourselves just aren't good enough. This just sums it all up, doesn't it? It's the perfect disguise. On the outside, yeah, it looks like you're dedicated, you have high standards, but on the inside, it's really just anxiety and fear wearing a very, very convincing costume. But here's the good news. There is a much healthier and honestly, a much more effective way to go after your goals. So let's dive into the huge difference between perfectionism and what we call healthy striving. Okay, look at the emotions here. Healthy striving. That's fueled by good stuff, right? Hope, optimism, even enjoyment. The work feels good. But perfectionism, that's driven by dread. The goalposts just keep moving further and further away, so you never ever get that feeling of satisfaction. And the fallout from this? Oh, it's huge. These are the real costs. It's not just a bad feeling. It actively hurts our results. It paralyzes us, so we procrastinate. It kills our creativity because we're just terrified of making a mistake. And the research is clear. It's directly linked to really serious things like anxiety and depression. It's not a superpower. It's more like kryptonite. All right, we've named the problem. We see it. Now, what do we do about it? This next part is all about the practical, actionable things you can start doing right now to break that cycle. Now, I know this might sound like you're settling, but trust me, this is one of the most freeing ideas you can ever embrace. Good enough isn't about being lazy. It's about knowing when to stop, knowing that any more effort is just gonna lead to more stress, not a better result. Okay, so here's your toolkit, your 4 steps to freedom. First, just aim for 80%. Seriously. That last 20% is usually where all the anxiety and the procrastination hang out. Second, you've got to challenge that all or nothing thinking. It's not just perfect or total failure. There's this huge, wonderful space in the middle called progress. Third, self-compassion. This is so important. When you mess up, talk to yourself the way you'd talk to a friend. You'd be kind, right? And finally, celebrate the small wins. Every little step forward is a victory. That's how you build momentum.
Just let that one sink in for a moment. It's such a simple mantra, but it is so powerful. It's giving yourself permission to be human. It's a reminder that your value isn't tied to being flawless. It is safe to not be perfect.
Okay, so we've got the practical stuff. Now let's zoom out a bit and talk about a bigger, more philosophical shift. What if, instead of just putting up with imperfection, we could actually learn to see the beauty in it? There's this incredible Japanese concept called wabi-sabi. It's a whole worldview, really, that finds beauty and value in things that are imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. It's basically the exact opposite of that polished, flawless ideal that perfectionism screams for.
Wabi-sabi actually celebrates the things that perfectionism wants to erase, like asymmetry, roughness, simplicity. Think about a cracked bowl that isn't thrown away but is mended with gold, so its broken history becomes part of its beauty. Or a wooden table that's all marked up from years of family dinners. It's about finding the charm in things that are real, not things that are flawless.
This quote gets right to the heart of wabi-sabi. It's just a deep acceptance of how things really are. And when we can accept these three truths, the pressure to do the impossible, to be perfect, it just starts to melt away.
And here's another idea that fits perfectly with this: the concept of slow living. It started with the slow food movement, and it basically challenges this idea that faster is always better. It's about being present, being intentional, instead of just rushing to some perfect finish line.
And there's this great little acronym for it, SLOW. Sustainable, local, organic, and whole. It's about loving the process, the gardening, the cooking, the sharing, not just the final plate of food. It encourages us to be whole people, which is such a healthier goal than trying to be flawless.
And this is what it all boils down to. This is the big one. Chasing perfection keeps us stuck in this loop of doing, fixing, and worrying. It stops us from actually experiencing our lives. Letting go of that chase, well, that's what lets you finally breathe, be present, and just live. So, I'm gonna leave you with this question. Think about that project you've been putting off, or that hobby you want to try, that thing you want to learn. What would you do? What would you create? What would you start right now if you gave yourself permission for it to be gloriously, wonderfully imperfect?